Thoughts to Build on by M.R. KOPMEYER. 53. Chapter 53. Include yourself in. Having been president of a national advertising agency and a nationwide public relations firm before I retired, I'd like to share with you, for your consideration and possible use, a technique of image building not generally known by the public. It is called including yourself in. It involves applying the we attitude to yourself or your firm or group in association with other leaders. Of course, you must, in fact, be a leader of at least some consequence, or be worthy of consideration as a leader to use the image-building technique of including yourself in. Otherwise, you will undermine your credibility or even appear ridiculous. But there are many people, firms, and groups who would be included in and accepted by a group to which they deservedly could belong if they would always include themselves in and always say, we, in referring to such a group. Let me give you a few examples of this very rewarding technique. Starting with business firms. In our advertising and public relations work, we had various clients who were, at first, not considered to be among the leaders in their respective fields. So in their advertising, publicity, and in their statements and actions, they included themselves in the next highest status bracket until they were accepted at the very top, if not for size, then for quality, or some other leadership image. Among the many techniques which can be used to include yourself in is the use of the word we to associate yourself in the public mind with well-known, fully accepted leaders. Frequently assert. As one of the leaders in this industry, we must share the responsibility for. Or, as a leader in this field, we are proud of the accomplishments which have been achieved in. Or, we know we cannot maintain our position of leadership in quality craftsmanship unless we continue to. In using this, include yourself in technique, the meaning you give the word we is extremely important. For example, Negroes, in asserting racial equality, lose the opportunity to express integrated equality whenever they say we, meaning we, Negroes, when they should, in asserting racial equality, say we, citizens, we, parents, we, taxpayers, we, university graduates, we, Americans. By including themselves in integrated groups to which they certainly belong, they would stop emphasizing their differences and establish their similarity. Similarity is the path to acceptance. It includes in you. The technique, then, is to find similarities with the group you want to be identified with. Then use the inclusive word, we, when describing yourself as part of that group. How others see you, the image they have of you, is largely under your own control. Image building is well worth the thought, planning, and continuous effort it requires. Others will respect you and respond to you in direct proportion to the image you have created of yourself in their minds. Thus, you yourself determine how others will treat you, for better or for worse. Perhaps the most rewarding time you can spend is deciding what you want to be in the judgment of others, giving full consideration to the consequences that will result. Then do whatever it takes to be indisputably that, making sure to include yourself in those groups whose accepted membership will establish your image. Do it conscientiously, do it honestly, do it well, and the image you build will be real. It will be you.